Alright, this video has been inspired by a combination of people, including one, Ron Wills, once again, shout out to him, and the video that has been sitting in me mentally, has been living in my head rent-free. I blame him, I blame you, dude. I blame you, Onk. You may not watch this video, but nonetheless, don't focus on subpar women. And I'm just basically going to not reiterate what he said verbatim, obviously not, but I'm going to put in my own spin as only I can do. Now, when it comes to subpar women, I know a lot of you all tend to focus in on subpar women when it comes to videos, content, all this other kind of stuff, and you say that you're doing this for the sake of content, for views, for all this other kind of stuff. And you know what? That's one thing. All right, cool. Well, answer me this. Content is one thing. Videos are one thing. YouTube's one thing. But when it translates to what we see in real life and what you admit to in real life, or worse yet, what we figure out in real life, and a lot of the women that you deal with are at best just as subpar as the women you complain about, that's where the problem lies. And that's where the smoke is. I mean, that's where we smell the smoke. And what's a quote about smoke? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where there's fire, there's a roast. There's a roast. You guys out here talking about you don't want this dagger. You don't want no damn dagger. You don't want this scraggle. You don't want these strags. You don't want these dots. You don't want these... You don't want these hoes. I don't want them, man. I don't want... They don't want you. They don't want you. And they never wanted you. They never wanted you. They never will want you. Or if they do want you, it's like, bring that checkbook. Shout out to C Boogie for that quote. And trust me, I'm in the same camp to a certain extent as some of you guys when it comes to getting a side eye from the typical daggle. Alright? I come from an effed up place. And to be honest, a lot of people say you need to go back and build, help your people. That's where you can make the most money. Yeah, I don't want me back. They don't want me back. They do not want me back. Because if I told you what I would do if I ever went back, oh, trust me, they won't have the problem with the gentrifier hipsters, but let me not reveal too much of the plan if I were to go back to the community. Maybe that'll be its own video. Nah, it'll probably be on Patreon or on... maybe I'll make a Patreon, members, only... whatever. If I ever get up to that level. If I care to ever make a video of that nature. But the rest of you who say you don't want these women, you say that I'm tired of focusing in on these bad women. Why is it that every other video is about derelict women? And a lot of people say, well, I built my channel. I built my channel on derelict hoes. I didn't. I can tell you that right now. My channel was built on finding a way to not be reliant, or at least one of the reasons, not be reliant on said derelict hoes. So they said scraggles, daggles, maggles, well, not maggles. Well, some of you are the man. We aren't going there. We aren't go there. Oh, and you all say KS is no, nah. We some of you guys back behind some of these other guys who come out and say I'm not no more. Some of you guys co-sign with that, but you all call a guy who carries a satchel because he gets paid to do so suspect. He gets money from it. What do you get? What do your boys get? Anyway, back to the people who focus in on this daggle, on derelict women, on women who don't want you. A lot of you guys, one, don't even show yourselves. That's like a third of you. So, 30 of you out there just need to get back in the comment section. Actually, out of the 30, I'd say half of you need to be gone. Gone, deleted, wrench, and deleted, blocked, from all these channels who have some sort of credibility. The other half, and especially anyone who's faceless, anyone who doesn't show their face or hasn't shown their face previously, get back in the comment section. Stay your ass in the comment section. And to the guys who cam up, alright, yeah, you get a point. You get a point for balls. But that point's clearly nullified, in which we see why you complain about, man, I don't want these women. I don't want these women, man. They don't want you neither. Look at you guys. Pathetic. I saw that little bit. I didn't see it, but I read about, what was it? Kevin Samuels, he had a dude call or a letter saying like, oh man, I'm a six-figure, I'm an engineer. But you look like you came into the closet. Now, forget getting out of the closet. You look like you hopped in the closet and stayed in there. I mean, dude, you look like panelist number 7 from the Saturday Night Hangout crew. Whatever Saturday Night Hangout crew, the Black Pill guys or some other guys talking about these hoes. What you worry about hoes? The last thing you need to worry about are some hoes. Because you can't even get them. And they're giving candy away to everyone else. They're putting candy in the little cuppies or the holes that everyone makes for Valentine's Day and kindergarten, elementary school. But you can't get any candy. You couldn't even get a freaking, name some sort of mediocre candy nobody really likes. Alright? You couldn't even get that. You couldn't even get the black licorice. Come on. And you dare talk about, I don't want these women. I want a dime. I want to, no. Yeah, you keep wanting these dimes. You keep wanting the dimes. Go ahead, want the dimes. And you wonder why I was swimming in full of 7s. Of girl next door 6s and 7s growing up. Yeah, you know what? I'll admit it. The average chick I got with growing up, they weren't dimes. They weren't the Gabrielle Union chicks off that was it the cheerleader movie. They weren't, hell, they were barely at the level of a Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera. You know, hey, look, I'm not going to say what I did at night, but I was 15 years old at one point. I'm just going to leave it there. The average chick I got was more along the lines, how should I say this, of I hate to admit this, but Miley Cyrus. Put her in, yeah. That was my game. That was my game. Or maybe, let me think, Pokimane, whatever that chick is, a little cosplaying kind of chick. That was my average lane at the time, alright? But that's more than what I can say about a lot of you guys here who never have had, well, I won't say never have any, obviously, but your winning record is definitely in the negative digits. I mean, like, winning seasons. I'm like, by year. It's like, what's your record throughout the year? No. You're looking like, I would say the Cleveland Browns, but this year, you know, it's like Cleveland Browns self-improved. You know what the Cleveland Browns did? They self-improved. They got on their purpose. It took them years to do so, but look at the Cleveland Browns now. On their way to the postseason for the first time since, 2001? Since most of our balls dropped? Since we were using dial-up? Since before the era of social media? When the internet was in its was in its infancy? And you're telling me that you couldn't do that? You're telling me that you can't do that in a few years? Calm your ass down, sit down somewhere, and just focus on yourself so you don't have to worry about getting at some derelict women and who don't like you? Oh, please. Please, dude. Save the crap. Save the garbage. Save the garbo excuses. Save the Saturday night cry fest. The Saturday night drama bonding. The Saturday night bitch fits. The Saturday night free therapy sessions, because that's the other problem. A lot of you guys don't have this. You don't have this to take care of your issues. If this daggle traumatized you so much, and trust me, they traumatize. I'll give them that. The daggle can traumatize, especially the young ones. But it was that hard. Get a therapist. Get a psychiatrist. Hell, that's the only thing I can recommend at this point. For some of you, get professional help. Seriously. I'm being serious. And because at this point, I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much done with trying to be the nice guy, be the sympathetic figure, saying, hey, look, you all went through this, I went through this too, but here's how I got out. I got out. There's my story. I went through the same situation of being seen as the cut class, as the unit class, as the beta male provider designated class of the community. But I saw that in advance, unlike half of you guys who got tricked up into it, and now you're, man, she put me, I can't fucking support me, and my daughter's taking the thugs, man, it's all over again. And half of you got caught in the crossfire, you're finished. And the other half, you all are so freaking oblivious to your current predicament that I don't know what to tell you. And the other half, yeah, I know, I used 3 halves, sue me. The other half, you are so obsessed with trying to chase your childhood and trying to relive it that you're going to make the daggle, choose me, mate with me, mate with me, choose me. I'm going to troll you until you give it up the drawers. Give me big bone crease booty. That's what I want. See, that's the problem. You all are too obsessed with this daggle. A lot of people say, oh, they hate BWs here. They hate American BWs, ADOS BWs. Nobody hates them around here. At least not a majority of people. Now, I'd say over 95% of them don't hate BWs. They love them. Because hate in this sense. They do hate them in this sense. They hate them in the definition of how hate is unreciprocated love. That's what this is. Because that's what it is. Hate is basically the opposite of love. It's unreciprocated love. Because we see the individuals who really have moved on from American BWs. Shout out to, you know who you are, the Donovan Sharps of the world, the Coach Greg Adams of the world. Shout out to those guys. And look, they're on the other side of the fence. You know what they did? They got up. They left. Whether it's to non-BWs, non-daggles especially, or just no women at all, supposedly. They got up and left. And that's what I did. I got up. And I left. And I'm not looking back. No matter how many pro-acts will try to shame me, and roast me, and cook me, and suggest to me, insinuate to me, imply to me that I should. No. Going back to the communitize for the birds. But you know what's even more for the birds? You know what's for the dodo birds? Staying in there. Oh yeah, that's the other half. The other half, you can't even afford to leave. You are stuck in the community. You all talking about, I'm an educated man. I got my STEM degree. I was in the military. And I'm a level 50 on Call of Duty. And why are you in the community? Why are you in the community? Half of you, I'm hearing gunshots from the distance. The other half, I'm hearing smoke alarms with no batteries in the background. A lot of you are capping. It's cap max in here. We don't cap max in this channel. And I think all of you figured that out by now, which is the reason why I keep getting low amount of views. Because if I was pandering to your psyche, pandering to your pathology, feeding your pathology and saying these women aren't crap, oh man, I'd blow up so fast. I'd blow up, especially looking like this. You have people inviting me and say, hey look, it's voice everyday beta, and I say all this whack ass stuff, but I'm not the only one who says it. This jawline, chat like dude says the same thing I say. he has the same problems I have. So I'm not crazy. It was my high school. It was not my. It was my sport. Nah. I'm cutting off the sauce. I'm cutting off the lifeline. I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it off. We're cutting off the excuses, people. Enough excuses. Enough of this focusing on bitter women. Because if the manosphere was like TV Guide, you open up TV Guide, you see what's on. What's on tonight? What's going to be on this week? Oh, what's on this week? You asked. Well, a third of it. Well, at this point, half that damn thing will read something in regards to Kevin Samuels. So you have one channel. It's like Kevin Samuels is high value this, and other channel's gonna be like, what is high value? And the other channel's gonna be like, is high value? Can you be high value if you live in your mama's house and you wait for the bus, and like all that silly stuff? Or you don't have to be high value today. All this silly Kevin Samuels crap. You're still on it. No, he's getting paid. Oh, the other half. You have some people talking about some original content. Good on us. Good on us. But you'll have like 45% is going to be KS programming. Like 10% is going to be original content. But 45% of it, it's going to be a bunch of... That Daggle! That Daggle is doing now. You don't twerk. You don't twerk. He's twerking again. He's playing a wop. She's whopping a wop. She's doing the wop dance. She's doing the woperator. Woperator, call operator. I wish they'd call me. Call me so I can get a part of that wop. As I said, I don't even want the meat. Let Pookie and let Brad have the meat. I just want the lettuce or the buns. I want a bun. I'm sorry. I don't want your buns. I just want a bun. I just want a little bun. I just want to dry up. Just a bun. And, let Pookie get the center of the bun. Let Brad get the center of the bun. I just want to ride the bun. Man. That is the manosphere in a nutshell in 2020. Complaining about focusing on this Daggle. Focusing on subpar women you don't want. Instead of changing your mind, changing your focus, changing your energy, changing your psyche to just get women more cooperative. And yes, there are black women out there who are cooperative at the very least. Now, submissive, you may have to go overseas and they're not able. Even ADOS BWs will admit to that. Come on, ladies. Come on. Sisters. One time, you got me saying sister. Oh, you know XanatosClutch just damn near jumped the shark when I do that. Get your mind out of the gutter. Stop focusing on women who don't want you. And you don't have to focus in on non-black women and boost them up to boost your self-esteem up or to counter the Daggle. Look, let me tell you something. For someone who dealt with Becky's, so-called Rebecca's, whatever, Sasha's, the American ones are overrated. I hate to say it. I know. Oh my God, you said it's overrated. I've been said that. If you don't know by now, you haven't been listening to my channel. So thank you for exposing those who act surprised. But focus on yourself, honestly. And the women will come, alright? And they don't come, not because I know there are some places that just outright suck. They suck when it comes to women, whether it's a lack of options in general, or just them being super racist, or you living in a city where there's a big black ghetto, and it's like, oh my God, every black person's like that. Rebecca, don't let me catch you there. And they're actually scared crapless to be seen with you. Or worse yet, the only kind of black guys they get are the whoopity-whoop yo-yo. Yeah. That's rampant east of the Mississippi River, which is why hey, follow the nose wherever it goes. Stop focusing on women you don't want. Focusing on yourself. And the women there still don't cooperate. But if you've done everything you can to improve yourself, then no, it's not your fault. And at that point, you should be able to have a plan to escape, if not being able to escape immediately. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.